Hey guys, how are you? Today I wanted to talk to you about a topic that I'm sure not only irritates me, but I'm sure irritates you. And that is the amount of Spamaly Andersons that we have been having in our inbox lately. I don't know about you, but I'm getting them not only in Messenger and Facebook, but like on Instagram and everywhere, especially Instagram lately. I don't know what's going on over there, but everybody is trying to sell you something from the minute they're in their inbox. Even if they're not your friend, they're in your inbox, right? So this is a topic that is just getting out of control. And so I wanted to address it today because, if you know somebody that's doing this, I think it's our duty. Like, we really need to help people to teach them that it's not the right thing to do. Okay. Because if you aren't starting your conversations, if you aren't talking to people and building relationships with people first, you're never going to sell anything. Look, I've sold 65 million in B2B sales. I've been a top sales professional in my industry for years and years and years. And I never went into a conversation, and I'm talking to like physicians, right? Doctors that literally would do business with me. I never walked in with the intent that they had to purchase whatever from me, right? Whatever drug I was selling, whatever test I was selling, but I never walked in there thinking I've got to leave with a sale in my hand. I walked in with like, I don't even know this person. I want to get to know them first. I want to know what's going on with them, right? So I'll give you a great example. I had somebody recently that was in my messenger. They were in the other messenger box, but somehow I found them and whatever. But they asked me if I was in crypto. And first of all, there's nothing on my profile that suggests that I'm in crypto. First clue, right? So they were asking me that. So I said no. Then they asked me what I did. So I shared what I do because I do a lot of different things, right? I still work for full time in healthcare myself, right? So it was like, okay, what do you do? And so I started to share what I did. And then, oh, well, are you an entrepreneur like I am? Yes, I'm an entrepreneur like you are too. Well, what kind of things do you do? I said, well, I do a lot of different things. I wasn't going to sell her, right? Because that is not the purpose. I was building the relationship like I teach everybody to do. And then it got to be a little weird because she started saying like, oh, okay, well, what kind of things do you do? I said, well, I do this, I do affiliate marketing, I do a variety of things, right? And then they sounded like they were interested in learning what I do. So I started to share a little bit. I said, then I would get to the next step. Well, do you want to know? Well, no, not yet. I'm not ready yet for that. But, you know, um, are you into other affiliate things? What other affiliate things do you do? And then I just paused because I'm like, okay, we're getting a little bit too, not personal, but just a little bit too pushy, right? As far as like wanting to know what I do. And I finally said, yes. Why? Why do you want to know? And then, well, I'm in this and everything like that. And I said, oh, okay. So then I realized she was just friending me because she wanted to sell me something, right? Which is the absolute thing not to do. And if you're doing that, stop because it's awful, right? And then I didn't respond. She goes, oh, so now you're not responding, which really irritated me, right? Don't give me an attitude. Now, after you've actually tried to sell me, now you're getting an attitude, which by the way, I need to block her, by the way. Anyway, so I said to her, like, look, you friend requested me. I said, yes, I do actually have a reply for you. And I told her, I said, you friend requested me because you had an ulterior motive because you wanted to sell something, not because you wanted to get to know me, not because there was something on my profile that you thought that was interesting, but because you had an ulterior motive. And I said, that is exactly what I teach people not to do. And I said, if you want to learn a better way to sell, let me know. And she says, yes, I want to know. And then literally, because I didn't reply right away, she said, oh, so now you're not replying? To which I will be like, block party, right? Because don't have an attitude either with people. And that is not building relationships. And I don't want to waste my energy on people like that. So what I'm trying to suggest to you guys, first of all, if you've been taught to do that, it's not your fault. You've been taught because you've, had a company or somebody teach you how to do something like that, but it is not the right way to sell to people. You need to build relationships first, because along your way to your relationship, you may discover, oh my God, like what I want to do, what I want to sell is nothing for this person. Like I'm not even going to bother them and asking them this question because they are like so far into their company, or they're doing this or doing that, that this would be actually a very inappropriate question to ask somebody. I mean, you've got to get to the point where you discover if it's even good for you to ask somebody something. Because, like if you have something that you can't sell to that person, why are you bothering asking them the question anyway? Other than what you may have been taught to do, to drop links and to drop things and go for the gusto and tell people what you're doing. It's like, ugh, it's icky. Don't do that stuff. Okay. So, what I want to do is I want you to remember that building relationships first, finding out things about people, finding out things personally, professionally, everything, build that relationship. And if it takes you 2 or 3 months, and then you finally like want to talk about your product or your service, and they say, oh my gosh, because they're going to see, if they're friends with you, they're going to see on your profile things that you do, and then they're going to come and ask you things too, right? That's what you want to do. It's the attraction marketing thing. It's not the like, okay, I got to sell something today, so I'm just going to like throw it out there to 20 people and see who sticks with it, right? That is just the wrong way to do things. So if you want to learn a better way to sell too, by the way, I have a really cool little mini course that you can grab, and I can share that link with you as well, to kind of help you teach how to sell. It's barely nothing to get anyways, but I put it together to kind of help people if they want to have a little mini course to sell as well. But my purpose today is, we all have to do this, right? We all have to, when we get those, we have to tell people to stop. And that's not the right way to sell if they've been taught. A lot of times, what do most people do? You just ignore a message. You don't say anything back. It's kind of like when you've gone out on a date, right? And the person doesn't like you, and then they just never call you back. They never just say, you know what? I don't think we're right for each other. Let's move on, right? It's literally like, I'm just going to dump you, but I'm just not going to talk to you, right? So let's have the conversation with people. Let's tell people, that's not the right way to do things. I mean, you can just go ahead and block people, which in this case, it's probably better because we need to protect our energy as well. We want to connect with people that are like-minded, that are going to do things with us that we appreciate and know how to do. But it's a topic that's really bugged me, and I'm sure it's bugging you too, because I see it happening across the board. I've talked to other people as well. And so we just need to commit together to really push back and tell people, like, that's not good. That's not a good way to sell. And hopefully that's going to stir the pot, and it's going to change the way that people do things a lot, right? So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this today, and let me know if you have any sales issues that you struggle with, that you would like to, maybe get more teachings on. Maybe it's about sales closing, openings, closings. How do you reach out to people? How do you get more leads, right? Let me know in the comments what you struggle with most, and I will provide more live conversations on this as well. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and remember, go out there and crush your sales and keep going strong. Talk to you soon, everybody. Bye.